The girl was playing hide-and-seek with her friends, but before she could hide, a shadow appeared on the ground. It wasn't just a shadow, it moved like it had a life of its own. In an instant, it rushed toward the girl, Annie. The moment it touched her shadow, Annie vanished from the world. That night, Annie's parents gathered the whole village to search, but no one could find her. Instead, at the very spot where Annie disappeared, a strange girl appeared. No one knew who she was. She herself didn't even know. Some villagers whispered that Annie had been taken by a demon, and this mysterious girl was left behind by mistake. But Annie's father knew better. The girl's personality was almost identical to Annie's, so he adopted her. He gave her a new name, Anna, and let her take Annie's place. Anna worked hard, even harder than Annie ever did, but Annie's friends mocked her, refusing to accept her. Even David, the boy who had once secretly loved Annie, told Anna to stop pretending. One day Anna finally snapped. She ripped off Annie's headband and threw it away. It was a gift from her adoptive father, so she should have cherished it. But that moment of anger led to a fight with David, and strangely enough, it also brought her closer to the village kids. For the first time, she was one of them. 10 years passed. Anna grew into a beautiful young woman. She married David, the boy who once loved Annie. It was as if Anna had fully replaced Annie. She lived happily with her husband, until one day, a traveling bug master named Ginkgo arrived. He noticed something unusual. David had bruises on his knees, rheumatism. With a single wisp of incense, Ginkgo drove out the bugs that caused it. The disease that plagued David for 20 years was gone. David was convinced Ginkgo was the real deal. That night, David visited Ginkgo again in secret. He confessed that every evening, his wife cried in her dreams, saying she wanted to go home. But her home was right here. That's when Ginkgo revealed the truth. At dusk, when day and night overlap, some people get swallowed by darkness. They become shadows. To escape, they must step on the shadow of another human, trading places. But the new person loses all memory of who they once were. It was the cycle of exchange. David finally understood. That's why Annie vanished, and why Anna appeared. He longed to know what became of Annie, but Ginkgo could only shrug. Maybe she lived on in another world. Yet before the mystery could be solved, Anna suddenly disappeared. David searched the mountains, and Anna's memories started to return. She remembered being trapped in shadow by someone else. To escape, she had stepped on Annie's shadow, and in that one reckless moment, Annie was condemned to darkness forever. Anna broke down, sobbing. Over and over, she whispered, "I'm sorry, Annie." When David finally found her, he saw the truth. Anna had regained her memories. He begged her not to look back, to keep moving forward, but Anna couldn't forgive herself for stealing Annie's life. David, however, didn't see Anna as a replacement. To him, she was the woman he truly loved, so they carried on together, until 1 year later, Anna died from illness. David went to her grave as always, but when he turned around, Annie's shadow stood before him. At last, the mystery was solved. Annie had chosen not to harm anyone else. She had stayed trapped in the darkness alone. David wept. He begged Annie to forgive Anna, and he offered his own life to take her place. But Annie turned away, walking into the forest. David couldn't bear to lose her again. He stepped on her shadow. That night, Annie returned to the real world. Her old friends recognized her. She was Annie once more, but her parents were long gone. Her childhood friends were now old men and women, and the life she once had could never come back. If you were Annie, would you choose to stay in the darkness forever?